Pam pam pararam pam pam. This is Philosophy 108, and today we'll be talking about the meaning of knowledge. You might probably be thinking you know a lot of things, right? But do you know what it takes or means to know something? Philosophers have a very specific and lucid ideas in mind when they use terms like know, believe, proposition, or justification. Just because these words have been defined doesn't mean they don't argue about them, because that's just how philosophy works. Now, is having knowledge of something the same thing as being correct? Or if you believe something to be true and it is true, does it matter if your belief in it is justified? As a philosopher, you need to have all kinds of rhetorical devices at your disposal that you can use to advance an idea or call into questions of the ideas of your interlocutors. In order to hold your own philosophical debate, you are going to have to know the difference between two things that sounds like the same thing: assertion and proposition. And you need to be able to tell when someone really knows what they are talking about or if they just believe what they are saying might be true. An assertion is a linguistic act, either spoken or written, that has truth value. Truth value is the state of being either true or false or indeterminate. An assertion about the future is indeterminate, at least when they are expressed, because no one knows if they are true or wrong yet. For example, I'm going to assert that you are going to use the bathroom before the end of this video. This assertion has truth value, but it's indeterminate because the video isn't over yet. A proposition is the content of your assertion. It is the underlying meaning of what you are saying. So even though an assertion itself can change depending on, say, what language it's spoken in, the meaning doesn't change just because its outer packaging does. Now, a proposition is true if it asserts a claim that corresponds to reality, like the proposition, "This is a cat," because it's true if the object of the "this" is in fact a cat, and false if anything other than a cat, like pointing at a book and saying, "That is a cat." Also, your attitude counts when asserting something, which is called propositional attitude. And a propositional attitude is a speaker's mental state of mind towards the proposition they are making. If you say this is a cat, but actually believe it to be a rat and you are trying to fool others, then philosophers will say you have a propositional attitude of disbelief. Whereas if you think you are speaking truthfully, you have a propositional attitude of truth. Most of us talk about belief, but we don't know what belief is. Belief is the propositional attitude of truth. Your propositional attitude, in other words, is what determines if you have a belief. Now, simply thinking about something doesn't mean it corresponds to reality, which is what is needed for truth.